What's up, guys? Today we have a video for you on 5 tips on how to be successful in the gym. Now this video is specifically for people who are just starting out in the gym, people who have just, been working out for like a couple months, or you're just looking to get into the gym now. So the first tip is to set goals. You're going to want to set goals for anything you do in the gym. It gives you something to strive for. It'll help you push you in the right direction and make progress in the gym.
And there's all different kind of goals you can have. You can have body weight goals, you can have PRs, anything like that. We like to have a couple of different goals. We want to have a short-term goal, which is going to be like a week to 2 weeks, maybe even a month. And then you're going to have long-term goals as well, which are going to be between a year to maybe even 5 years. Some examples for the short-term goals would be checking your body weight, maybe on like a bi-weekly basis, so you can go back and check the amount of weight you've lost or gained, depending on if you want to cut or bulk. And it's good to look at that on a weekly basis, just so you can see the progress. If you do it day by day, you're not going to see quite the progress, and it might demotivate you. A good long-term goal would be checking your different sizes of your body parts. So say I wanted to grow my arms. That might take a couple years. So you start out and you measure your arms or whatever you're wanting to grow, and then you go a year later and then measure it again. And that's sort of the kind of thing that we want to strive for with our long-term goals.
Yeah, goals can be different for everyone. It kind of just depends on your personal goals. You might not be lifting the same way someone else is. Like, you might be strength training when someone else is trying to do bodybuilding, that type of stuff. But the second tip is you're going to want to be efficient in the gym. You're always going to want to go in with a plan of attack. You're going to want to know what exercises you're going to be doing, what body parts you're going to be hitting, and usually you want to know what weights you're going to be doing, but that could be subject to change based on how you're feeling that day.
Yeah, and you want to utilize some kind of split. We personally do a bicep and back day, a tricep and chest day, and then a shoulder and leg day. But you can even do a push-pull day, anything like that. Just something to keep you on a consistent basis, so you know what you're doing throughout the week. You're not doing 4 bicep days and 1 chest day. You want to make sure that you're keeping consistent and being efficient with what you're doing.
Right. You don't want to be messing around on your phone while you're in there. You want to stay focused. You want to know exactly what you're doing. You don't want to get caught up in conversations with people. You kind of just want to get in the gym, hit the weights as hard as you can, and then take it from there. Usually lifting session should last anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half, but you can always change that based on how you're feeling or how you feel like you should be lifting.
And I think being on the phone is a big thing, especially nowadays with everyone. You don't want to go into the gym texting people and stuff like that. It's just going to get you out of the mood, and you're not going to stay as pumped up to lift heavy weights in the gym.
Yeah, it really takes away from the focus that you have going into the gym.
All right, our next goal is going to be tracking progress, and this is a big thing, especially for me, cutting. I weigh myself every single morning, which is a great thing to do when you're up early and you don't have anything in your system that's your actual body weight to an extent, and you want to do that every single morning and write it down. Writing it down makes it so you can look back and check the progress that you've made throughout a week, 2 weeks, whatever, and that'll keep you more motivated in the gym as well, because you can actually see the progress. The day-to-day progress is not going to be that significant.
Right, and there's a lot of things you can track. Like Brennan mentioned, you can track your body weight. You can also track what exercises you're doing and what weight you use, and that'll really help to increase your strength gains and stuff like that. That way you can see the progress you've made and the amount of weight you've been lifting over the months and years and stuff like that. And it's nice to have a log of that to look back on, and that will help you reach your goals in the future, and it'll keep you motivated to see that you've made this progress so far. All right, the next tip for us, it's number 4. It's going to be changing it up in the gym. A lot of people just get sidetracked into a routine, and they stick with certain weights and exercises every time they're in the gym. And if you do that, you're subject to getting into muscle plateau, and from there you're not really going to make any gains after a certain point, and you don't want to get stuck in there.
Exactly. And a good thing to add to your workouts are like drop sets and supersets, because they just really change it up and they get you a nice pump, and they'll make sure that you're not going to plateau. We love doing drop sets and supersets.
It's great to add to any workout routine. You always want to make sure you shock the muscles, surprise them. Always add in, like a curveball into your routine.
And you got to find out what works for you too. Not all exercises are going to be your forte. There's some exercises that Drew can do that I just can't do with my body type. And you just got to find out what works for you and what is going to best suit your needs and what you're trying to succeed at.
Right. It all just depends on what your goals are and what you would like to achieve. The fifth and final tip for us today is going to be find motivation. Motivation is huge for going to the gym. It's something that'll keep you coming back to the gym, on days that you're not feeling like it, or days that you're just like, whatever, I can skip today and I'll go tomorrow. You just want to make sure you have the motivation. You can use like YouTube videos or, the progress that you've made towards your goals to really help for the motivation.
Yeah, and motivation is a huge thing. Like, once you get into the gym and you can see the progress and you can see everything that's changing in your body, you're gonna get confidence. You're gonna just overwhelmingly better yourself in so many different ways. You're gonna make yourself feel better during the day, and those different small little motivations can grow into something big that just makes you want to continuously go to the gym and never quit and never give up and always strive to be your best.
Yeah, it'll having motivation when you work out will help you push yourself even harder every day by day. It'll help you push yourself.
Well, those are the 5 tips that we wanted to give you guys for beginners.
Yep.
And hope you guys enjoyed.
Yep. See you around.